The man did something unbelievable to escape arrest. He shoved multiple fishing hooks into his mouth and forced himself to swallow them. Once the hooks were lodged deep in his throat, he wrapped the fishing line tightly around his hand and pulled hard. Blood vessels burst across Chong's eyes from the pain, but he refused to let go, because at that very moment the police were getting closer. As a wanted fugitive, this was his only option. Soon, the sharp hooks tore through his throat, leaving him collapsed on the floor in agony. Thankfully, the boat owner heard the noise just in time. Seeing the officers approaching step by step, Susan quickly pulled the curtains shut. By the time the police boarded the boat to investigate, Chong had already disappeared. Everything seemed safe, until one officer suddenly stepped on a puddle of transparent fish blood. The pressure caused Chong to cough violently beneath the floorboards, nearly exposing himself. Luckily, the officers didn't notice anything unusual and eventually left the boat. Once the police were finally gone, Susan hurried over and lifted the wooden panel open. Using a fishing rod, she slowly pulled Chong back up, but by then, he was barely breathing. Panicked, Susan immediately performed CPR, and after a few terrifying seconds, Chong finally woke up, but the fishing hooks were still stuck deep inside him. Thankfully, Susan knew exactly what to do. She jammed chopsticks into his mouth to keep it open, then carefully removed each hook one by one. Against all odds, the fugitive survived.